Welcome to Quick History Facts, where we explore the fascinating people and events that have shaped our world. Today, we journey back to the 16th century, at the opulent court of King Henry VIII. Anne Boleyn's pregnancies played a crucial role in the king's quest for a male heir. Let's examine the evidence and theories surrounding their heartbreaking losses. On the 25th of January, 1533, Anne Boleyn finally marries Henry VIII. In a secret ceremony. It is thought that she was probably already pregnant with Elizabeth at this time. Sure enough, on the 7th of September that same year, little Elizabeth was born. This was considered a great disappointment for Henry and Anne. Henry had divorced his wife, Catherine of Aragon, after 24 years of marriage, because she hadn't produced a male heir. Anne and Henry were so convinced that their first baby would be a boy, that the birth announcement had to be hastily altered. On this birth announcement, it was declared to the world that a boy had been born. They quickly had to change the word prince to princess. However, this was not necessarily the end for Anne, because she had proved that she could get pregnant very quickly. In 1534, the next year, it was thought that she was pregnant again. In April of 1534, a contemporary wrote, "The Queen hath a good belly, praying our Lord to send us a prince." There is also evidence that Henry ordered a silver cradle from Cornelius Hayes, his goldsmith, and it was decorated with precious stones and Tudor roses. This indicates that the royal couple believed they were pregnant. But what happened to this baby? The sad truth is that we simply don't know. There are no reports of a stillbirth or miscarriage, so perhaps it was a false pregnancy. Historians have debated about what happened, whether she was pregnant or did she miscarry. But we just don't know. In 1535, Anne was pregnant again. Unfortunately, on the 29th of January in 1536, she miscarried, at 3.5 months. The baby was a boy. Many think that this was the beginning of the end for Anne. But she had already proved that she could get pregnant very easily, and she was still young. But as we all know, this was never to be. Only 4 months later, she was executed. Now, let's talk about King Henry VIII and his role in his wife's pregnancies. There are suggestions that he may have had a disease that contributed to the miscarriages. One possible condition is antiphospholipid syndrome, or APS. APS affects blood clotting and can lead to recurrent pregnancy loss. Symptoms include repeated miscarriages, stillbirths, and complications during pregnancy. But did King Henry exhibit signs of this disorder? While there is no concrete proof, historical records indicate that the king had many miscarriages with his wives. Since he was the common denominator, this suggests that there may have been an underlying medical issue. The losses took a toll on Anne, as she faced the pressure to provide an heir, and also endured the emotional turmoil of repeated grief. Ultimately, the pregnancies of Anne ended tragically, leading to her downfall and execution on charges of treason and adultery. The king's quest for a male heir continued, with his subsequent marriages. And there you have it, the complex story of the pregnancies of Anne Boleyn, and the uncertainties of King Henry VIII's possible disease. If you like this type of content, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on our coming videos. Thank you for watching.